Gather steam. Gather steam means to move or progress at an increasing speed. Here's a spoken example. Have you seen the news? Yeah, that story about the Vice President is gathering steam. That story about the Vice President is moving or progressing at an increasing speed. Here's a written example. As the media crackdown gathers steam, many wonder if their voices will be heard. In this case, the media crackdown refers to newspapers being closed and journalists being unable to give their honest opinion. Get on your nerves. Get on your nerves means to annoy or irritate you. Take a look at this spoken example. It's easy to imagine a small child saying, "Dad, Dad, 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 Dad," and then the dad finally saying, "What is it? You're getting on my nerves. What is it? You're annoying me." Here's a written example. Long delays, cancelled flights, screaming kids on planes. There's a lot that can get on your nerves during the summer holiday. Get the hang of it. Get the hang of it means to become familiar with something and know how to do it. Here's a spoken example. OMG, it's really heavy. You'll soon get the hang of it. So, OMG, oh my god, it's really heavy. This person is obviously carrying something. And the person they're with replies, "You'll soon get the hang of it. You'll soon become familiar with it. Become familiar with the weight." Here's a written example. Training rats is not so different from training dogs. They get a reward whenever they find a mine, so they soon get the hang of it. They soon become familiar with it and know how to do it. A mine is a landmine, and that's a type of weapon, a type of explosive device, similar to a bomb, but it is placed just under the ground, and when someone or an animal steps on it, it will explode. This is from a newspaper article about Cambodia, where there are lots of mines left over from the war. And they are actually using rats to try and find these mines, because the rats are not heavy enough to make the mine explode. Grin and bear it. Grin and bear it means to accept something that you don't like. Here's a spoken example. "Mom, this food is nasty." "Grin and bear it. Auntie Anne made this especially for you." So the mother is replying using this phrase to say, accept it even though you don't like it. Here's a written example. "Well, he's our leader for the next 4 years. You can either quit or grin and bear it until the next election." G1. Rearrange the words to make 4 English idioms. G2. Fill the gaps to make 4 English idioms. You have 1 minute. G3. Match the idiom to its meaning. You have 3 minutes. G4. Complete each paragraph with the correct idiom. You have 3 minutes. G1A, gather steam. B, get on your nerves. C, get the hang of it. D, grin and bear it. G2, gather steam. G2, steam, gather steam. B, nerves, get on your nerves. C, hang, get the hang of it. D, grin, grin and bear it. G3, A, gather steam means to move. G3A, gather steam, to move or progress at an increasing speed. 4. B, get on your nerves, something that annoys or irritates you. 3. C, get the hang of it, to become familiar with something. 1. And D, grin and bear it. Number 2, accept something that you don't like. G4A, it's a bit tricky at first, but you'll soon get the hang of it. 3. B, as hundreds more join, the protest gathers steam. 1. C, my boss talks way too much, but I just have to grin and bear it. 4. D, I can't stand this song. It really gets on my nerves. 2.